Ever feel like your classroom should come with a circus tent and a live laugh track? Because between the stampede at the door and the chaos in the middle and the jailbreak at the end, you're basically starring in CI Chaos, the musical. And let's be honest, no one signed up for that gig. The pay is terrible, the costumes are non existent, and the audience, well, they're usually asleep. But here's the thing, your class doesn't have to feel like Survivor meets the Hunger Games. It can run smoothly, it can practically run itself, like Chick-fil-A drive-through, but with fewer waffle fries and way more high frequency verbs. And the best part? The routines I'm about to share don't require fancy tech, hours of prep, or selling your soul to the lesson planning gods. They're simple, they're effective, they're hilariously easy, and when you use them, students might actually believe you know what you're doing. Let's start with the big picture. Routines are the unsung heroes of your CI classroom. They're not flashy, and you'll never see an inspirational teacher movie where the climactic moment is the entry routine. But routines quietly keep your class from imploding. Think about it. You could plan the most epic CI story of all time, complete with costumes, props, and a llama cameo. But if your kids enter like a pack of caffeinated hyenas, wander aimlessly in the middle like NPCs in a video game, and bolt at the end like they're escaping Alcatraz, your brilliant story is toast. Burnt toast. The kind nobody eats. Here's the reality. Routines equals less chaos and more input. They protect the time you need to deliver the magic, and without them, even the most comprehensible input becomes incomprehensible noise. The way students enter your classroom sets the tone for the entire period. If they walk in like it's WrestleMania, you're done before you even start. You can't wrestle chaos and deliver CI at the same time. First, the password. I'm talking about the secret candy word. No password, no entry. It could be the target phrase, something ridiculous, or both. Banana sombrero, tengo queso, whatever works. Suddenly, your classroom door becomes a velvet rope and you're the bouncer with power. Kids will actually line up to get in. And the best part? You're sneaking in reps of language before class even begins. Second, the warm-up activity. Let's be clear. I'm not talking about busy work. No 30-question grammar drills that make everyone cry. I'm talking about something so quick and so foolproof that even your half asleep first period can manage it. Circle a word, match an image, choose an emoji that shows how they feel today. 2 minutes tops. The goal is calm, not stress. Third, set the mood. This one is underrated. Project a meme, play a song, loop a funny GIF. Students walk in and instantly they know the vibe. You don't even have to say a word. Once I looped a llama in sunglasses dancing. For 2 solid minutes, my students entered, stared, laughed, and sat down. Not a word from me. And honestly, it was the most peace I've ever had in teaching. Entry routines are about creating predictability and calm. Kids crave it, even the ones who pretend that they don't. Now let's talk transitions. This is where most teachers lose their sanity. You're cruising along, telling a story, and then you need to switch activities. Suddenly, the class looks like Black Friday at Best Buy. Kids are moving, talking, wandering, throwing. Chaos. Here's how to herd those cats. First, the weird signal. Normal signals don't work. You need something ridiculous. A cowbell, a kazoo, one single high-pitched opera note. I've even seen teachers use a slide whistle. The weirder it is, the more kids pay attention. It's Pavlov's dog, but make it CI. Second, transition captains. Pick one or two students whose only job is to move supplies or prep the next activity. Tell them it's a race. Suddenly they're NASCAR pit crews swapping tires in record time. I once timed my class and put the record on the board. Did they take it seriously? Absolutely. Did they ask for a rematch every single day? Also, yes. And third, the class chant. Instead of you yelling story time 17 times while they ignore you, teach them to chant it. Imagine 30 teenagers chanting Historia, Historia in unison. Terrifying? Yes. Effective? Definitely. And hey, built-in language reps. And if you really want to go all in, use a theme song. I once used the opening line from The Lion King. Nans Igonyama Bagiti Baba as my transition cue. Every time it played, students knew it to move. Did it confuse the teachers next door? Absolutely. But did it work like a charm? You bet it did. Transitions don't have to be chaos. They can be a performance. Now let's talk exits. Dismissal doesn't have to feel like a jailbreak. The last 5 minutes of class are just as important as the first five. If you let them bolt with no closure, you've basically trained them that chaos wins. First, the exit ticket of doom. Nothing fancy. One quick question. Answer it, hand it in, leave. Doesn't even have to be graded. It's closure. It's accountability. It's you saying, no one leaves without showing me you were at least awake. Second, the door DJ. Appoint one student to play a short song clip or blast today's target phrase. Nobody leaves until it happens. It's goofy, but students love it. And secretly, it's more reps of the target language. Third, the CI selfie check. Every student gives a thumbs up sideways or down as they leave. That's instant formative assessment and a quick gut check on how they feel. Plus, it ends class on your terms, not theirs. One time I made students sing Tiene Hambre before leaving. By Friday, the entire school knew my third period was starving. But guess what? They remembered it. Exit routines stop the jailbreak and remind students that you, not chaos, are in charge of the final bell. Now I know what you're thinking. Scott, these routines sound great, but what about everything else? What about the days when the routines aren't enough? The story bombs and the tech crashes all at the same time. That's exactly why I created the CI Survival Kit. It's packed with ready-to-use resources, classroom management hacks, activities, and support that make teaching with CI feel way less like chaos and way more like confidence. It's basically your CI first aid kit. Because, let's be honest, some days we're all in teaching triage mode. You can check it out at mm.us/kit. So let's recap. Stop the stampede with a strong entry routine, herd the cats with a weird but effective transition, and prevent the jailbreak with an exit routine that ends class on your terms. Do these three things and your classroom will suddenly feel less like chaos theory and more like actual teaching. But don't stop here, because if you want to take classroom calm to the next level, check out my video, CI Classroom Management, Stop Chaos Before It Starts. I'll link it right here. Now tell me in the comments, which of these routines are you going to try tomorrow? Happy comprehensible input.